everybody, welcome back. It's Aaron Whitehead here, excited to bring you another video, and this time we're going to look at the Christmas classic Silent Night, one of my favorites, especially to do like at a Christmas Eve service or something like that. So let's jump right in. So here we've got the chords for Silent Night. All of the verses are the same, they follow the same structure, and so I'm going to show you 3 different ways to do the song. And I'll also show you a way to do an introduction, and how exactly you go about it is up to you, what level of complexity you want to take. Okay, so first let's walk through the chords of the song. Alright, so this is middle C right here, and we're going to basically, for the simplest version, be centered right around this spot. Okay, so first let's walk through the chords we're going to find. There's only 3 chords in this song, and they're all major chords. So the first chord is C major, which is C, E, and G. Okay. The second chord is G major, which when we play it, we're going to drop down here like this with B, D, and G, or even maybe in our left hand or our right hand, B, D, and G. Okay. So C, C, E, and G, G major, B, D, and G. Okay, then we go back to the C chord. When we go to an F chord, F major, we're going to come up here like this, C, F, and A to make our F major chord. And then it goes back to the C major chord. Eventually we end up at the G major chord again, and finally we land on the C major chord. So those are the 3 chords for the song. Now let's look at how we can arrange them in different levels of complexity. So the first and simplest way we can do it is simply just to play the bass note down here on the bottom, which is the name of the chord. So if I'm playing a C, I play a C note, and then play the chord in my left hand. Okay? And then when I'm ready to switch to a G chord, my thumb comes up here to G, and I go to my G chord arrangement that I showed you. And then when we go back to C, C chord in the right hand. And then when we go to the F chord in the right hand, F note in the left hand. Or, in the left hand, okay? And so if we were to do this when we actually play the song or sing the song, because this is meant to teach you how to play and sing together, when you go to sing it, now remember this song's in 3, so it's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. You would go Silent Night, 2, 3, Holy Night, 2. Now go to the G. All is calm, all is bright. Go to the F here. Round yon virgin mother and child. Back to the F. Holy infant, so tender and mild. Sleep in heavenly peace. Sleep in heavenly peace. Okay? And that's the simplest way to play and sing the song, which is simply the chords and a bass note. Alright? Now if you wanted to make it a little more complex, what you're going to do is you're actually going to outline the chord in your left hand for a quarter note for each beat, because remember the song's in 3. So it would be like this. Silent night, holy night. Now here, instead of going to the G up here, like we did in the simple version, since we're outlining the chord, we're going to follow the same structure, B, D, G. We're going to outline down here. All is calm, all is bright. Same arrangement for the F. Round yon virgin mother, or holy infant. Did I get the lyrics wrong? Holy infant, so tender and mild. I think I got it right. Sleep in heavenly Okay, so that's a little bit more complex. Now, if you want to do something that's even more complex from that, we're going to totally change what we're doing here, but follow the same chords. We're going to use a different chord, different voicings for the chords. Okay, so now let's look at the kind of the most complex version that I'm going to teach you. For this one, we're going to shift our pinky way down here to, this is middle C, so it's 2 C's below middle C, and we're going to use this arrangement here, C, G, and C. And we're going to do the same thing that we did with the chord here, like this, but we're going to do it in fifths, so C, G, C. And then when we jump to the G, we're going to jump way up here, G, D, G. This fuller sound helps to really kind of fill out the voicing. And then back to the C. When we go to the F, F, C, F. Now, if this is too complicated for you, just stick with the earlier ones. But if you want something more challenging, this is what you can do. Okay, because your left hand's going to have to be jumping around, right, when you jump from one chord to the next. And then in your left hand, or your right hand, we're going to actually arrange our chord down here. This is still a C chord, C, E, and G. But this is a first inversion C chord, so we're down here. Okay. When we go to the G, we're going to jump up here and get the B and the D while we outline. And then back to the C chord. When you go to the F, you can play the full F chord here. You can even do that when you do the G, but then you have to switch fingers because you need it in your left hand. Same thing with the F. You can play the whole chord, but then you gotta give your left hand room to get to it. You can kind of hear the song there as we go. In heavenly peace. So let me sing it for you from the beginning. So it's silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant, so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Okay, and that's like kind of the most complex version, okay? Now let me show you how to do a real simple little introduction if you want to play a little intro if you're going to be singing with family and friends, for example. So for this intro, what you're going to do is play the melody line for kind of the last 4 measures or so of the song. And that's very standard when you are going to be doing group or choral singing or playing a hymn. You play the end of the song, the last few measures, and then that cues you up, so to speak, to get everybody singing, okay? So the melody line here that we're going to play, so it's sleep in heavenly peace. Okay, so that's the melody line. It's C, G, E, G, F, D, C. Okay? And what you would do there is you would just play the chord in your left hand while you played that melody line in your right hand. So this would be your intro. You would go. And when you land on that C, that's when you start. If you're going to do the simple version, you start here, okay, or this is the simple version, right? So okay, you kind of play that chord 2 times and then silent night. Okay, the more complex or the medium version, it would be silent night, like that. Okay, and then the most complex would be like this. Silent night. Okay, and that'll what gets you into the song. Just that simple little ending melody. All right? Hope you guys enjoyed that. Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for checking out my channel and watching my videos. I love getting all the comments, letting me know what songs you want to learn or when you find a video helpful. And then also don't forget to click in the description and find out how you and I can work together to learn the piano together. So follow that link to learn piano with me. I'm excited to do that with you. But Merry Christmas. God bless you guys, and we'll see you next time.